work hard every minute to reach your destination. It is very important to know that the journey is equally important. Many a person think of the destination as the ultimate objective in their life, and in the process they fail to enjoy their lives. I would request you to enjoy every minute in this institution. If you start enjoying the education, it will become a joy for you, and every moment will become a bliss. When you are able to dispel the darkness by virtue of the light of wisdom that you are going to gain in this institution, it is going to be a pleasant journey. I also would like to highlight a few points advised by the guest of honor, Mr. Ramesh Bharat. He was rightly mentioning that communication is 90% listening and 10% talking. Today, listening is often called as the forgotten skill, as it is said by Shakespeare in his Henry IV. There is a character called Falstaff who says that I suffer from the disease of not listening. Many a time we find people who suffer from the disease of not listening. Another important aspect that he mentioned is about missing breakfast. I am reminded of the portraits in the libraries of the United States of America. They will have Jefferson, Lincoln, Washington, and Benjamin Franklin, and written below that all these great men never missed breakfast. Breakfast is extremely important for one reason, that you have long hours of fasting after your dinner, and if you skip your breakfast, your brain will be longing for glucose, and if it doesn't get proper glucose, you will become tired, fatigued, and you will not be able to listen to the classes. The third important aspect that he said is about postponing the easiest works and attending to the difficult works. These three important aspects are very, very crucial in shaping your future. I must also appreciate the scintillating speech given by the Pro-Chancellor. He seems to be a polyglot, uttering the welcome speech in various languages with a lot of humor. I am reminded of the body language that he has used here, which was akin to the speeches used to be delivered by Adolf Hitler and Khomeini. So many gesticulations and gestures, and it attracted the audience. And he told us about the facilities in the institution and how prestigious it is to join in this institution. You must take every word that he uttered to your heart and work hard so that your parents who have come here will feel happy. The school from which you have come here will feel happy. I am reminded of the golden days when I joined my agricultural university in Coimbatore. When I entered into the university, I was amazed to see the sanguine buildings, the cerulean sky, and the verdant vegetations. And I was highly impressed about the imposing architecture. And I felt grateful for joining that prestigious institution. I met my seniors who guided me, helped me to choose books, and they only told me that I should take up competitive examinations. When you join a college, in the initial stages, you will have a little bit of apprehension. You will have a little bit of fear. But slowly you will overcome it by interacting with your fellow students and by interacting with your seniors. This orientation program is to make you aware of the facilities in this institution and also to make you feel that you have joined the right institution, and it will pave the way for your success throughout your life. Salary is not important, remuneration is not important, but acquiring knowledge is very, very important. If you are well versed in your subject the whole world will be after you. If you possess essential skills, all the people will be enthralled to have you in them, and you will guide them in the right direction. I will tell you that there are a few aspects which are very, very important as a fresher to understand, grasp, and follow. The first and foremost thing that you have to do in this institution is to develop the language skills. As it was mentioned by the Pro-Chancellor and by the Vice President, language skills are very, very important, not only for law or for computer science, for any course that you have joined here. Language skills can be developed only in the college because by interacting with the students from various states, you can develop the language skills. The second important thing is to become street smart. In the schools, you would have been pampered by the students. I always tell them that too much of pampering will be hampering for the children. So, you are independent now, and you should not feel shy to approach the strangers, ask for the details, learn from them, manage your affairs on your own, get up at 5 o'clock in the morning without anybody goading you, and those skills are very, very important. You have to become street smart. The third important thing is the society expects you to be slightly mature. In the schools, you would have been childish, sometimes childlike, but parents were there to guide you. But in the college, they expect you to behave with a sort of maturity, and I request all of you to behave like a college student henceforth. The fourth important thing is to develop the physique. As it was mentioned by Mr. Ramesh Bharat, physical activity is important, nutrition is important. This is the time you develop stamina and strength so that you can work hard not only in your academics but also in future to shape the lives of so many people whom you are going to come across. The fifth one is very, very important, and that is life skill. You should be aware of your own self. You should develop communication capabilities. You should have emotional intelligence. You should have problem-solving capabilities. You should have decision-making. You should have empathy, and all these skills are very, very important for you to shine in your life. The next skill that is very, very important is the analytical skill. In the schools, most of the time, it would be a memory-based education, but when you join the university, you have to analyze, you have to dissect, you have to understand, grasp, and apply. Knowledge is just knowing. Knowing alone is not going to be important because you should have wisdom. I am reminded of the words of T.S. Eliot, who said that where is the wisdom that we have lost in knowledge, and where is the knowledge that we have lost in information, and where is the life that we have lost in living. So it is very, very important that you read, understand, and see how it could be applied in day-to-day life. The next important thing is discipline. In schools, you would have been conditioned. Most of the time, in schools, you come across a homogeneous population. All the students from the same area, they speak the same tongue. Most of them have the same culture. They have the same economic background. But in the college, you have children from various backgrounds, from diverse economic situations. Therefore, it is very, very important that conditioning is not going to be helpful in the college. You should be self-disciplined. Every walk of your life is to be appreciated and understood by others. You have the professors here to guide you, but on your own, you should develop certain abilities to manage yourself. You should be self-dependent, and you should not be too dependent on others as well as your parents. The next important thing is to expand your knowledge. This is the time you go for reference books, read a lot of literature, not only from the curriculum, but also from literature and history. If you start reading extra books, your language skills will improve, your maturity will improve, your understanding about the world will also improve. All these 10 skills are highly crucial in the college. So, my dear students, I have been asked to talk on the students' contribution to the future of the nation and economic development. Just for a few students, I would like to say that for the first time you would have landed in a different place. It may be an alien place for you. With my experience, I have traveled the length and breadth of this country, and I have understood one thing: the people are the same everywhere. Nation is not the mountains and valleys. It is not the rivers and streams. It is not the plateaus and plains. It is the people who live in that particular geographic region. Therefore, don't be scared about the new ambience and atmosphere. In a few days, you will be able to get accustomed to this new environment and manage yourself well. If you want to really contribute to the nation, it is only by making your education as a penance. Every minute in your life is going to be crucial. Even if you lose money, you can earn it. Even if you have little bit of setbacks in your health, you can get recuperated in a short span of time. But if you lose even 1 minute, you cannot regain it. Therefore, make education as your penance. The second important thing is embrace technology. Use technology for the right purpose. As it was mentioned by the guest of honor, don't be swayed by the electronic media. Don't be swayed by the electronic gadgets. Don't get imbibed in watching the useless things in the electronic media and waste your time. Spend every minute judiciously and use the technology for positive purpose. The third important thing is to become an entrepreneur and an innovator. Only by becoming an innovator, you can contribute to this nation. The fourth important thing is the ecological intelligence. There are 3 intelligences which are highly crucial in the college life. The first one is to have social intelligence, to move with even the strangers in a friendly way, to move with anybody without getting perturbed. The second thing is emotional intelligence. Don't get stressed. Even if you have unfavorable situations, try to master your emotions. That is very, very important. The third one is ecological intelligence. Today, the world is much bothered about something called the climate change. A few people call it as climate crisis. I have seen that the students have come here to join in MSc Chemistry and MSc Physics. It is very, very important that we deal with this climate crisis in a very big way. Otherwise, we will suffer more due to inundation and urban floods. In this situation, how your education is going to be useful to combat this crisis is very important. I have heard that there is one country called Bhutan, which has got carbon negativity, not carbon neutral, but carbon negativity. It is mainly because of the environmental conditions in Bhutan. Therefore, the students who have joined the science disciplines have to work on this ecological intelligence, have to work on this climate crisis, and that is very, very important. The next important thing that I would advise all of you is to make your life a great pilgrimage of knowledge in this institution. If you are going to do this from day 1 onwards, your life is going to be smooth. There are 3 types of time: the long time, middle time, and end time. Your long time starts when the college opens. If you are able to manipulate your long time effectively, when you start your studies on the very first day of your college, it's going to be like a game. It's going to be like a play. If you are going to start your studies in the middle time, it is going to be tedious. You will not be able to achieve greater heights in your life. If you start preparing at the end time, it will be arduous, strenuous, cumbersome and almost not possible. Therefore, you are now at the edge of the long time. Make use of every minute that you are going to have in this institution productively, economically, and judiciously. When you come out of this institution, all of you should come out with flying colors and make a significant contribution to this nation. With these few words, I congratulate you all because you have all joined this institution only because of the hard work that you have done for the past 14 years in your life. When a tree blossoms, and if somebody inquires what is the age of the flower, it is not 1 day or 2 days. It starts from the day you planted the tree. Similarly, you have done 14 years of hard work, starting from your LKG, and now you have come into a prestigious institution. So I congratulate all of you for the hard work that you have done so far, and I am sure that you will continue to do the hard work so that you can make a mark in this society. Thank you very much.